Okay, so this video I'm going to be predicting who's going to win at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, which is happening in about 2 days. I thought I should make a video about it because I've been watching WWE for quite a while. I'm just a casual viewer. I don't really follow the NXT. I don't follow the tag team division. I just follow the main storylines like, World Championships and the good rivalries like the Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk thing, or different storylines like the bloodline storyline, all of those things that get a lot of views. I'm part of those lots of views, so that's what I'll be going over for this video. It seems like we have 4 match cards for the Royal Rumble PLE, which is kind of underwhelming, I would say. The 4 match cards include the Tag Team Championship, DIY versus Motor City Machine. With all due respect to all of these amazing wrestlers from both of these teams, I do not follow this. I don't know why they're facing each other. Maybe I don't follow the tag team division enough. Or maybe there are just no storylines in the tag team division, because that has been one of the complaints of the fans, is that Triple H doesn't like to work with his tag team too much. But anyway, we're going to move on to the ladder match between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. So this is a very anticipated match that everyone has been waiting for. Kevin Owens has stolen the replica of the WWE Championship and is just walking around with that thing on his shoulder, cutting out promos, putting on matches, and just like telling people to win the Royal Rumble and go face him because he's the champion. Like, bro, you're not the champion. You stole that thing. What do you mean? Now, whether you think Kevin is right or wrong or whatever, we all know that he did not win that championship. The referee did not consider him the winner of that match. So, yes, that belt is stolen, whether you like it or not. Now, as for what's going to happen in the match, I think that Randy Orton is going to get involved one way or the other, and he's probably going to screw Kevin Owens out of the WWE Championship, and then they're going to get into a feud until WrestleMania. Which, if that happens, then Triple H, please stop being so predictable. Like, stir the pot a little bit. Make it a little bit unpredictable. Make something happen that we're not expecting. Everyone knows that Randy could come back and screw Kevin out of the championship. And everyone knows that Kevin is not going to be the champion going into WrestleMania. Now, this is what I like to see. What I like to see is Randy come out, attack Kevin Owens, and then raise Cody Rhodes' arm and give props to Cody for winning, but also hit an RKO on him. Like, turn heel, please. We need to see heel Randy Orton one more time at least before he retires. The guy is at the tail end of his career. Like, come on, Triple H. Come on, make it happen. Please, just book it. I would really like it if Randy did that and then went on to win the Royal Rumble and then went on to face Cody for the title for WrestleMania, because that is an amazing storyline to go with. Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton brings back memories of Legacy back in the day. So clearly there's history there, there's a storyline there, there's definitely a lot of potential with that. But obviously, like, Randy winning the Royal Rumble would add him to the list of people that won 3 Royal Rumbles, add him to the Stone Cold Steve Austin list. And I don't think that that's going to happen. It's just very unlikely. I just hoped that that's what would have happened. But anyways, let's move on to the Women's Royal Rumble match. So for the Women's Royal Rumble match, I would say we're going to have a bunch of returns, first of all. We're definitely going to have Charlotte Flair. It's almost confirmed at this point that Charlotte is going to be there. Like, we've seen a teaser trailer from WWE that was posted that Charlotte is going to come back. We've seen many people talk about it. We've seen a lot of rumors that Charlotte is going to come back in the Royal Rumble. There's a lot of people that picked Charlotte to win the Royal Rumble match for this year. And it was said that Charlotte was going to come back in 2025. So it is 2025 right now, and it's the perfect time. It's the Royal Rumble. Road to WrestleMania starts right now. Another one that's going to come back, though, is probably going to be Becky Lynch. Becky has been out of action for a couple of months now, ever since Liv Morgan took her Women's World Champion. Apparently, she wanted to be a mother and spend time with her kid, which is understandable, of course, but I think now is a perfect time for her to actually come back to WWE. And she's never said anything negative about the WWE. She's never said that she's going to go to any other company, so definitely going to stay in the WWE, and this is the perfect time for her to come back. It's very likely that we see her back as well. Now, another return, and this is a wild one, But some people have said that AJ Lee might come back to the WWE, especially considering that she is married to CM Punk, and CM Punk has been in the company for about a year now, and we've never heard CM Punk say anything negative about the WWE so far, so that would make me think that he might have influenced AJ Lee a little bit to come back, and what better time to come back than the Royal Rumble, you know? And, if she does come back, then she's probably going to win. Which takes me to my next point. I have top 3 picks to win each Royal Rumble. So my top 3 picks for the Women's Royal Rumble is number 3 is going to be AJ Lee, obviously. Like, if she does come back, the reason why she's number 3 and not number 2 or 1 is because it's very unlikely that she comes back, right? Like, we have never heard anything from her wanting to come back. We've just recently starting to hear some rumors about how Punk might have teased her comeback at the Royal Rumble in one of his interviews or whatever. So it's very unlikely that she comes back. But if she does come back, she would be the favorite to win. Because back in the Divas era, she was the one that was wrestling like they are now in the women's division. So she was ahead of her time, basically. And it would be really nice to see her in an era where she actually belongs to. And once that happens, I think the WWE will take advantage of the opportunity and make her win the Royal Rumble and then go on to WrestleMania. Actually, a match between her and Rhea Ripley would be really interesting to watch. So we'll see what happens. But that's my third pick for winning. The second pick for winning the Royal Rumble match for the women's, I would say, is probably going to be Charlotte Flair. Now, a lot of people think this is an unpopular pick, but at the same time, I see most of the predictions where people are saying that Charlotte is going to win the Royal Rumble. Like, everyone is thinking that Charlotte is going to win. Like, it's not even a question that she's going to come back, but everyone is predicting her to even win the match. Now, the reason why I put her at number 2 and not number 1, I would say, is probably because, first of all, she's been out of action for quite some time now, and Triple H doesn't really like to make people win when they've been out of action for so long. It's very unlikely that WWE pushes Charlotte again. Like, we've already had 14 championships from Charlotte Flair, so a 15th one, it would be nice. I would like to see it, but at the same time, I just don't think that that's very likely to happen, especially considering that people have complained about Charlotte taking up the spotlight many times before. So just because she's the favorite to win, I would say she's the second pick. And then the first pick, I would say, is going to be Bianca Belair. There have been a lot of rumors saying that Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley is the plan for WrestleMania 41. And I think if it happens, it's going to be an amazing match. I think Bianca Belair definitely deserves it. She is one of the strongest women, if not the strongest woman that I have ever seen on that division. She has a character, she has a personality, she's been champion before, so it's not like this is completely new to her, and she is deserving of a main event spot, so definitely possible for her to win this match completely. Alright, now we get to the good part, the men's Royal Rumble match. This is the match that everyone has been anticipating for so long. Like, there's a lot of big names in this match. John Cena is in this match. Roman Reigns is in this match. CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre. All of these people are main event caliber guys. If you want to go off of nicknames, technically Jey Uso is also in there, main event Jey Uso. So I would say that this is a very stacked Royal Rumble. The top 3 picks for this one, I would say that number 3 is going to be a mid-carder. Now I don't know which mid-carder would win because WWE does like to stay unpredictable with their picks as far as Royal Rumble wins go in general. So if there is a mid-carder that's going to win this, it could be anyone. It could be Jey Uso. He's been doing really good lately. It could be LA Knight. His character is really good. He's got the looks. He's got the skills. He's got the in-ring skills. He's got the promo skills. Like, he's got everything, right? Hell, even Sheamus could win. I mean, the guy deserves it for sure. He's been putting on banger matches and, he's been in the company for like how long? Like 300 years and he looks the same. So, I mean, it's very possible that he wins as well. But yeah, that's my third pick, is one of the mid-carders. But my second pick specifically is going to be CM Punk. I think if this happens, if CM Punk ends up winning, it's probably going to end up being John Cena and CM Punk at the end of the Royal Rumble match to relive the rivalry from like 10, 12 years ago. And Punk is probably going to come out on top because, again, Triple H doesn't like to reward those who have been away from the company for a while. So, considering that Punk put on the best rivalry of 2024 with Drew McIntyre last year and won that rivalry, he's probably going to beat John Cena, especially considering that Cena is on a losing streak right now, if you remember. So, yeah, if it comes down to those two, Punk is definitely winning that one. But my number one is probably going to be Roman Reigns. Now, I'm going to say the reason, and then you guys tell me if it's unreasonable or not. So Roman Reigns 10 years ago in 2015 won the Royal Rumble with The Rock's help. Now, The Rock was probably one of the biggest baby faces at the time, and even he couldn't get Roman Reigns over. Like, he got booed out of the building as a babyface. Now, 10 years later, he's probably going to get cheered as a heel. How poetic would that be? That would be amazing. And he could also go for facing Cody for the third time. They are now 1-1. They're basically tied in the WrestleMania main events. Roman won 39, Cody won 40, and now it's Roman again versus Cody at WrestleMania 41. So we'll see who is the real winner of this whole feud. We have been given hints that Roman is going to come back for that title soon. Ever since Cody teamed up with Roman, we knew that Roman was eventually going to come for him. So it's very, very possible that Roman wins this Royal Rumble match, especially considering the amount of reaction that he's been getting lately. He's arguably the biggest star out of anyone in this whole Royal Rumble match. Even John Cena. I mean, John Cena is a big superstar, but he's pretty old. I would say that Roman has a better chance of winning than John. And if he wins, I would say then it's probably going to be all odds against him because everyone is going to turn on Roman Reigns, right? They remember his 4-year reign. They don't want that to happen again. So they're just going to probably attack him and make sure that he's not the one that's winning. If there is a plan for Roman versus The Rock at WrestleMania 41 and they're just keeping it super secret, then Rock is probably going to cost him the match, but I don't think that's going to happen because it's pretty much confirmed at this point that Rock is not available for WrestleMania 41. Otherwise, the plan was Rock versus Cody at WrestleMania. But anyways, we'll see what happens there. I just think that it's going to be all odds against Roman, just like it was 10 years ago whenever they tried to push him. They just made it all odds against him, and somehow Roman Reigns just came out on top, you know. Like, that was why he was hated so much, is because he was overpushed. But this time, he's going to be cheered. So that's why I think it's going to be poetic. And that's going to be my top pick to win the men's Royal Rumble match. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and drop a like so that I know that you guys like this type of video and I would make more videos for other PLEs as well. Maybe I'll even make predictions for Saturday night's main events. Although usually championships don't change hands in Saturday night's main events. But we'll see what happens. That's it for me today. I will see you guys maybe next time or maybe never. I don't know. Peace out.